Whisker's colorful canvas. In the bustling city of Zootopia, where everyone from fluffy pandas to speedy cheetahs lived together, resided a tiny tabby cat named Whiskers. Whiskers wasn't like the other cats. He didn't love climbing the tallest trees or chasing after bouncing yarn balls. Whiskers loved to paint. Every morning, while other kittens chased their tails, Whiskers would sit by his window, watching the world with big, blue eyes. He'd dip his tiny paw in colorful paints and create swirling masterpieces on his canvas. He painted bright sunsets, fluffy clouds, and even the friendly face of Mrs. Hippo next door. One sunny afternoon, a big art competition was announced in Zootopia. All the animals were excited. Lions roared about their mighty sculptures, elephants trumpeted about their grand paintings, and even the shy bunnies were hopping around with their carrot-shaped crayons. Whiskers, however, felt a lump in his throat. "I want to join," he whispered to his paintbrush, "but what if they don't like my paintings?" Whiskers' best friend, Pip the puppy, nudged him with his wet nose. "Come on, Whiskers. Your paintings are amazing. You have to show them." Taking a deep breath, Whiskers entered the competition. He stood amongst the towering elephant paintings and the roaring lion sculptures, feeling very small. Then, one by one, the animals presented their artwork. Finally, it was Whiskers' turn. He held up his painting, a beautiful picture of a butterfly landing on a bright sunflower. There was silence. Whiskers' ears drooped. Maybe Pip was wrong. Maybe his paintings weren't good enough. Suddenly, a tiny voice squeaked, "Wow, that's so pretty! The colors are amazing!" It was Penelope, a shy penguin, peeking at the painting with wonder. One by one, other animals gathered around. "I love the way the light shines on the flower," chirped a robin. "The butterfly looks so real," trumpeted a baby elephant. Whiskers' heart fluttered. He didn't win the competition, but something even better happened. He made everyone smile with his art. He learned that it's okay to feel scared sometimes, but it's important to share your feelings and talents with the world. From that day on, Whiskers continued to paint. He painted the happy faces of his friends, the bustling streets of Zootopia, and even his own sometimes scared, sometimes excited feelings. And everyone in Zootopia learned that it's okay to feel all sorts of emotions, and that sharing them, just like Whiskers' paintings, could bring a little bit of color to everyone's day. So, little listeners, remember, it's okay to feel scared, happy, or anything in between. And if you have something special to share, like Whiskers' paintings, don't be afraid to show it to the world. You might just make someone smile. Now, cuddle up close, dream of all the colorful things that make you happy, and drift off to a peaceful sleep. Starry Fairy Godmother would like to announce that Starry Night Bedtime Stories is now on Facebook. Now little listeners can follow us on Facebook to tell me about what you think of our video. But don't stop there. Starry Fairy Godmother would like to know what you've learned from the video too. Comment now. Follow us now, little listener. Link is in the description. Shelly, you can do it. Finley the fox was a curious creature with a bushy tail that bounced with excitement. His best friend, Shelly the sheep, was always by his side, her fluffy white wool bobbing as they explored their meadow home. One sunny afternoon, Finley spotted a group of young foxes practicing a daring new trick. They were leaping from a fallen log across a wide patch of wildflowers. A fox jump, they called it. Finley's heart raced. He loved trying new things. He nudged Shelly. "Look, Shelly, the other foxes are doing a fox jump. Want to try it with me?" Shelly nibbled on a clover. "Fox jumps? But Finley, that looks really high. What if I fall?" Finley flicked his tail dismissively. "Come on, Shelly. It'll be fun. You can jump just like me." Hesitant, Shelly joined Finley at the log. The other foxes cheered them on. Taking a deep breath, Finley took a running leap, landing gracefully on the other side. He did it. Shelly, however, wasn't as confident. She edged closer to the edge, her hooves trembling. Closing her eyes, she jumped. But she didn't jump far enough. With a soft thud, she landed short, flopping into the middle of the wildflowers. Embarrassment flushed her cheeks. The other foxes giggled. Tears welled up in Shelly's eyes. Finley rushed to her side. "Oh, Shelly, are you hurt?" Shelly sniffled, her voice wobbly. "No, but I feel silly. I tried, but I didn't make it." Finley wrapped his tail around her comfortingly. "Hey, it's okay to fall, Shelly. Even the best foxes mess up sometimes. The important thing is that you tried." He looked at the other foxes who had stopped giggling. "Fox jumps are hard. Maybe we should all try practicing smaller jumps first." The other foxes, realizing their mistake, agreed. Soon, everyone was practicing short jumps, encouraging each other. Shelly, with Finley by her side, started small but steady. With each jump, her confidence grew. Finally, after many tries, Shelly reached the other side. She let out a triumphant baa, her face beaming. The other foxes cheered, impressed by her determination. Finley nuzzled Shelly. "See, you did it, Shelly. You were so brave to keep trying." Shelly puffed out her chest, her wool shimmering in the sunlight. "Thanks, Finley. I learned that even if I fall, I can always get back up and try again." From that day on, Finley and Shelly continued to explore and try new things together. They learned that everyone makes mistakes, and falling down didn't mean you were a failure. It just meant you needed to pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and keep chasing your dreams, one step or hop at a time. Kids, don't give up if you couldn't do it the first time. Just keep trying. Try. You can do it. Oggy, the sparkly little ogre. Once upon a time, in a sparkly city filled with pointy-hatted witches and broom-riding wizards, lived a little ogre named Oggy. Now, ogres were known for their booming roars and love of mud puddles. But Oggy loved sparkly things. Every morning, while other ogres practiced their roars, Oggy would sneak off. He'd tiptoe past grumpy goblins watering their wart gardens and reach a secret place, a shimmering shop filled with glitter, feathers, and rainbow ribbons. "Oh," Oggy would whisper, his eyes wide. He'd spend hours picking out the twinkliest buttons and the fluffiest feathers. Back home, while other ogres ate grumpy grumbles, a very bland breakfast, Oggy would sew little sparkly hats and fluffy vests. One day, a big talent show was announced in the magical city. Everyone practiced their magic spells and witchy cackles. But Oggy? He spent days crafting a sparkly costume with fluffy clouds and a rainbow tail. The night of the show arrived. Oggy stood backstage, next to a fire-breathing dragon and a levitating witch. His tiny heart thumped. They all looked so, well, magical. Then, it was Oggy's turn. He took a deep breath and stepped onto the stage. The crowd gasped. They'd never seen an ogre like Oggy before. He wasn't roaring, he wasn't breathing fire. Instead, he stood there, a little spark of sunshine in a world of shadows. But then, someone giggled. Soon, the whole crowd was laughing. Oggy's face flushed. Tears welled up in his eyes. Suddenly, a tiny voice piped up, "Wait, don't be sad. Your costume is amazing." It was a little witch, no bigger than Oggy's boot, with sparkly purple hair. One by one, others joined in. "We love the clouds," a goblin squeaked. "The rainbow tail is the best," boomed the fire-breathing dragon. Oggy felt a smile creep onto his face. He wasn't the biggest, fattest ogre, but he was unique. He took a deep breath and did a little twirl, his fluffy tail swishing. The crowd roared with delight. Oggy didn't win the talent show, but he won something more important. He learned that being different was okay. Being himself, sparkly and all, was what made him special. From that day on, Oggy didn't hide his sparkly love anymore. He proudly wore his creations, and soon, every magical creature in the city sported a little bit of Oggy's sparkle. The magical city became a bit brighter, a bit fluffier, and a whole lot more fun, all thanks to an ogre who dared to be himself. And so, little listeners, remember, it's okay to be different. It's okay to love sparkly things, even if you're an ogre. The world needs your unique shine, so keep sparkling and be proud of who you are. Now, close your eyes and dream of all the sparkly things you can be. Starry Fairy Godmother would like to announce that Starry Night Bedtime Stories is now on Facebook. Now little listeners can follow us on Facebook to tell me about what you think of our video. But don't stop there. Starry Fairy Godmother would like to know what you've learned from the video too. Comment now. Follow us now, little listener. Link is in the description. The creative Penelope who never give up. Penelope the penguin loved to paint. Not just any kind of painting, mind you, but underwater murals. Armed with her tiny brush and a pot of glitter seaweed paint, Penelope would transform ordinary rocks into sparkling coral castles and shy seahorses into shimmering superheroes. One sunny afternoon, Penelope set her sights on a giant, grumpy-looking grouper named Gordon. Gordon, known for his frown and booming voice, scared away most other fish. But Penelope saw a blank canvas begging for some color. With a deep breath, Penelope swam towards Gordon. "Excuse me, Mr. Grouper," she squeaked, her voice barely a whisper. Gordon turned his head, his frown deepening. "What is it, little penguin?" Don't disturb my afternoon nap." Penelope gulped but stood her ground. "I just wanted to know," she said politely. "Would you like a beautiful painting on your side?" Gordon scoffed. "A painting? On me? Why would I need a silly painting?" Penelope didn't give up. "Because everyone deserves a little beauty in their life," she explained. "Think of it like a happy memory you can always see." Gordon grumbled under his breath, but Penelope wouldn't budge. She described the painting in vivid detail, a vibrant coral reef filled with playful fish and dancing sea stars. Finally, with a sigh, Gordon agreed. Penelope got to work. She meticulously painted colorful fish around Gordon's fins, creating a playful scene. As she worked, other fish peeked closer, their curiosity overcoming their fear of Gordon. They gasped in awe at Penelope's talent. A shy seahorse asked if she could add a tiny sparkly crown to his head, and a playful school of sardines requested a rainbow slide coming out of Gordon's mouth. Penelope, happy to include everyone, painted their requests with a smile. By the time Penelope finished, the once bare rock beside Gordon was transformed into a masterpiece. Vibrant coral shimmered, fish of all shapes and sizes swam around, and the tiny seahorse sported a sparkly crown. Even Gordon wore a faint smile on his face. It's beautiful," Gordon mumbled, almost surprised by his own words. The other fish cheered for Penelope. They realized that even the grumpiest grouper could appreciate a bit of color and friendship. From that day on, Penelope became the most popular artist in the ocean. She learned that with a little persistence and kindness, you could create beauty anywhere, even on the side of a grumpy grouper. And everyone, no matter how different, could appreciate the joy of being part of a beautiful creation. Kids, things are not always easy. Be a little persistent, and I believe you can make the world beautiful. I believe in you.